Yo guys, hello, Liam Beast 123 here today, and today I am going to be going over my starting Liverpool starting 11. It's uh, a few days until the start of the Barclays Premier League season, and we've made a few signings, and I'm gonna share what I think would be our starting 11 and probably the bench as well. Now, in goal, I'm going to go with, I think it's fairly obvious who I'm going to go with in goal. It's obviously the number one goalkeeper, Simon Mignolet. Last season, he had a very sort of stop-start season. It went quite well at the start, and then it didn't go very well, and then he got dropped for Brad Jones, and then Brad Jones got injured, which let Mignolet get back into the team, and then he performed well from there onwards. Um, he was a pivotal part of us, you know, mounting as much of a challenge as we actually did. I know we didn't mount that much of a challenge, to be honest, but it would have been made a lot harder if we didn't have Mignolet at the back for the latter end of the season. And his performances will be crucial. Every goalkeeper's performances will be crucial. That's why every team needs a good goalkeeper. And Mignolet is. When you look at so let's look at the top four from last season. Chelsea, Courtois, they've got and Begovic. Courtois is world class, right? Arsenal, they've signed Petr Cech, he is world class. United, they've got De Gea, he is world class. And City, they've got Joe Hart. Is probably international class. Mignolet is probably not as good as Joe Hart, and Joe Hart isn't as good as the likes of Courtois and De Gea. So Mignolet, we need him to perform and start performing and start performing because we need Mignolet. I want Mignolet to be better than Lloris. Lloris is a brilliant keeper, but I think that if we had a keeper as good as Lloris, we would be mounting a brilliant challenge, and unfortunately that's not happened because we don't. So Mignolet, if you perform very well, we have a good chance this season. And he was actually the first ever Belgian to sign for Liverpool. So there's a fact. Left back, another probably fairly obvious one. He was our starting left back last season when we played four at the back. It is Alberto Moreno. Of course, he had his first season last season, I think, and he was a little bit like Mignolet. It was a bit stop-start. He had a good game and then he made a mistake, and he had a bad game and then he got dropped, and we tried a different formation and we played Daniel Sturridge at the back, and it all went wrong. And that didn't happen, but we might as well have done. Another, Moreno. He's had his season to fit in. He's got to know the Liverpool players now, and I only hope that he can perform now. Right back, a new signing from this summer. Former Southampton player, as is every new Liverpool signing these days, and it's Nathaniel Clyne, who is the best right back in England. Sorry, the best English right back, not the best right back in the English leagues, but the best English right back by far. Don't care what you say, Glenn Johnson is useless, and Kyle Walker can't defend, and there's nobody else. Unless you're Roy Hodgson and you play Jordan Henderson at right back, yeah, good idea. So yeah, Nathaniel Clyne, he is going to be a brilliant player for us on that right hand side. With you'll see I'm going to put at central midfield, right central midfield here. I think that the two players there will work well together. Centre half, another fairly obvious pairing, although considering the amount of money we've spent on players, it seems we've literally just gone back to square one with the defence. It's Mamadou Sakho and Martin Skirtle. What am I doing? Martin Skirtle. Now, Mamadou Sakho had a very Moreno-like season. He was making mistakes, and he got dropped, and he got injured, and then he came back, and he was alright, and then he got injured again. And then we played Daniel Sturridge at the back again. And, yeah, he's had that season to fit in, and hopefully it will go well. Martin Skirtle's been there from the start. We spent so much money on our defence. We spent 17.5 or whatever it was on Sakho, 20 million on Lovren, which is just disgraceful. He's awful. I don't like him at all. We brought in Torre. we've brought in other defenders. We've tried Chan at the back, and Skirtle's still the best one. We spent so much money, and Skirtle's still our best defender, and it's unbelievable. And Skirtle, in my opinion, should have been made captain. Mr. Rogers, what are you doing, son? Right. Left central midfield is the captain. It's Mr. Jordan Henderson. And I'm looking for a big season. And we're all looking for a big season from this guy. If he lives up to he needs to be Gerrard. If he isn't as good as Gerrard, everybody's going to hate on him and say, "Oh, you, Henderson, you crap, get off." And I think that he will. I think that he'll probably thrive on the pressure, as long as he's got good players around him, which I hope he does. Now, right central midfield, I was talking about before, will link well with Nathaniel Klein, is Mr. James Milner, who we signed on a free transfer, of course, from Manchester City. Now, this guy is a brilliant free transfer, and he's a brilliant crosser of a ball. Milner and Klein, down the right-hand side, crossing the ball into our target man, who I'm going to reveal later, it would be sensational. We've got so many different ways of playing. Our two sort of attacking midfielders slash forwards here are going to be moving about, making space. They're not going to get the head on anything. You've got Jordan Henderson in behind, who's going to play brilliant football with them. And then you've got Milner and Klein down the right-hand side, crossing balls into the target man. Now, this central position here, I'm going to leave till the end, because it's probably the most controversial. Not the most controversial, because the players aren't really very big players. But a lot of players have shouts and arguments why they should play in that position, so I'm going to leave that. Right forward, I'm going to go with another new signing, who we signed from Hoffenheim for like 32 million or something. Or was it like 28? I can't remember. And it's Mr. Roberto Firmino, who is a good player, and I think he will fit in very well next to our other attacking midfielder, Felipe Coutinho, another Brazilian who had the season of his career last season. He was our best player by far last season, and I hope he gets better. I really do just hope he gets better. And him and Firmino, I can't wait to see what them two can do together. Now, the target man I was talking about is not our record signing. He's our second record signing, behind Andy Carroll. And it's Christian Benteke. Now, this guy, he played in our friendly against Sweden and he scored a screamer, and now everybody's going absolutely raving mad, saying he's going to be... Right, Danny Murphy was on the radio, and he said that Benteke is going to be in the top 3 highest scorers in the league. That's optimistic. Going on to the radio and saying that in front of the world, if he doesn't do that, he's going to look... Danny Murphy's just going to look like an absolute jackass. But I hope he does, because he does have it in him. And like I say, with Klein, Milner, and even Moreno whipping the ball into him, I really hope he can do brilliant things with that head of his. Now, the central midfield position, I'm going to go over here. There are 3 players that I can see fighting for this position. Their names are Lucas Leiva, Emre Can, and Joe Allen. Now, I'm going to go through all these players individually. Right. Boop. 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 Okay, so, these guys here are going to be what the team is going to be built around. Okay? Allen is going to provide absolutely nothing, and I hate him, and he's not going to start in my starting 11. He provides absolutely nothing. He's got no strength, he's got no physical ability, he can't pass a football. He's literally just going to stand there and let the world go by him. Chan has physical presence, he can go forward. We showed last season, and he showed last season, that he can defend. We played him in a back 3. Why? He can't... But we did do that thing. And, yeah, we've got him. And we've got Lucas, who is like Allen, but a lot better. For me, I'm putting Chan in there. Oh, dear. For me, I'm putting Chan in there. And that's my team. And it's starting lineup. Mignolet in goal, Moreno, Sacco, Skirtle and Klein across the back. Milner, Chan and Anderson in midfield, and Coutinho, Benteke, and Firmino up front. I'm not going to go through the bench because I don't think I have time, and that is all we have time for today. And if you want to see more of these style of videos, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also comment on telling me what you think I should do on the channel. Should I do weekly predictions? Should I do a massive predictions video where I predict the whole of the league things? And just give me things. Give me sort of things to help me with my channel and things. Okay, right, I will see you probably at some point in the future. Goodbye!